What's up, PML? It's Mally Rojo here with your rookie watch for week 6. A little bit behind again because of the Mother's Day. Kept me busy this weekend, but we're going to hit you with the double feature today. I'm going to do week 6 right now, and immediately after I'm going to hop right on week 7. I got some time today, so we're going to get these knocked out. And for the rookie watch, for those of you that seen it, you know how we do it. Top 5, we'll go down 5 to 1. And then we'll do some honorable mentions. Well, let me hop in here to week 6 on the league schedule. We'll get it going. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. Let's hop straight into our number 5. We're going to pop down here to the Vikings-Packers game, which I believe was CPU. Packers went on auto for this game, so wasn't actually played. And let's hop over here to defense. We've seen him many times. He's been on top 5 quite a few times, and if he's not on top 5, he's usually on the honorable mentions, but he's mostly been in the top 5. Looks like he could possibly be the defensive rookie of the year, top rookie for the defense. It's Dorian Etheridge, the middle linebacker from the Minnesota Vikings. He had 11 total tackles this time around, with 4 tackles for loss and 1 sack. No interceptions or forced fumbles or anything this week, but he did have the high tackle totals, and he did get him in the backfield too with the 4 tackles for loss and the 1 sack. So that's number 5 this week. Dorian Etheridge, the middle linebacker from Minnesota Vikings. And let's hop over to number 4. Gonna head to this Dolphins game versus the Jets. Close game. This was a fun one. I actually caught this one, and the guy that we got here that's gonna be over here in the receiving is their wide receiver Jerry Jeudy. He's one we've seen on the list before, and he had a huge game-winning catch. He won the game for him. It was a tie ball game at the end, and with I think like less than 10 seconds left, he caught a game winner right there. Caught the Jets sleeping, got over the top, touchdown. And so he ended the day with 4 receptions for 110 yards and a touchdown, and he's number 4 on our list for week 6. Let's see, number 3, let me head over to this Denver Broncos game. Steelers Broncos, I believe. Yeah, this one was another CPU one. We don't have any. Well, we just got a new Steelers. At the time of me recording it, we just got a new Steelers owner, but for this week 6 and this week 7 that I'd be recording for, we didn't have a user then, but we do have a user now going forward, so look forward to seeing him play. But in this game, it was the CPU, and that really helped Denver because Jawan Pass has been struggling, but he finally got it done this time, and he made our list for the first time with 289 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He did have the 1 interception, but his completion rating was up there, 74%, and he had 130 rating. So he was really, besides the 1 interception, he didn't make many mistakes, and he was pretty accurate on his completion, with a grain of salt because it was against the CPU, but he had a good game. So Jawan Pass makes it there at our number 3 this week, with 289 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. And let's head to our number 2, where we get another quarterback. And this is going to be in the Redskins game. Redskins played the Bears this week, and they really got it going on offense. They had their quarterback, Davis Mills, the rookie, go for 265 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have 1 interception, but other than that, he was fairly accurate. 87% completion rating, so he was very accurate other than the 1 interception. 87%. He had 134 rating. And then he also, over here in the rushing, he only had 1 rush for a yard, probably a QB sneak, but he did get it in for a touchdown. So he had 4 touchdowns total, 3 of them being passing and 1 of them being a rushing touchdown. And he gets to our number 2 this week. And let's hop into our number 1, which is, where are we at? Lions versus Browns. A shocker of a game where the Lions shocked the Browns, and the Browns apparently benched Baker Mayfield in this game for the rookie Dominic Johnson. So that's an interesting storyline to look out for. But over here in the rushing, we've been seeing him pop up on our list. I think he was number 1 last week. He's number 1 again this week. Tony Jones Jr. is blowing up. He could make a run for Rookie of the Year with the production he's been getting lately. And this time around, he had 27 attempts for 101 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. So those high touchdown totals could put him in the running there. And then he also, on the receiving side, got it done a little bit too. He had 4 receptions for 24 yards. And he ended up with the 4 touchdowns, 101 yards, 24 passing yards, being our number 1 this week. So now that we've been to the top 5, I'm going to go ahead and just mention some honorable mentions. I'm just going to run through these like usual. I'm not going to go through each one. I'll just holler some out, show them some love. Philadelphia, their safety, B.J. Foster, had 7 total tackles and 1 tackle for loss. Minnesota's quarterback Josh Jackson didn't have a crazy amount of yards, but he did throw 166 for 3 touchdowns and no picks, so he was very efficient. Baltimore's safety Lamont Wade had 6 total tackles and 2 tackles for loss and 3 deflections. And also on Baltimore, their middle linebacker Derek Allen had 5 total tackles, a tackle for loss, and a sack. Over in New York, on the Jets, we had wide receiver Tyrell Shavers go 5 for 82 and a touchdown. And the Dolphins had another rookie wide receiver that I've never seen on the list before, but he popped up this time around, Cody White. He had 4 receptions for 73 yards, didn't get a touchdown, but he saw some work this week. Seattle had 2 guys that were close to making it to the top 5. Jake Houseman, the tight end, had 3 receptions for 69 yards and a touchdown. And then his wide receiver, Eli Stove, he only had 2 receptions, but for 106 yards and a touchdown. So he had 2 big ones. And then also from Seattle, on the defensive side, the cornerback Kerry Vincent had 4 total tackles, 2 sacks, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. So he was doing a lot for that defense, getting the ball back to the offensive side. And then over in Jacksonville, we had the wide receiver Philip Howard go 4 for 67. Philip Howard, we've seen on the honorable mentions quite a bit. He hasn't really had any huge games, so he hasn't made the top 5, but he's been Mr. Reliable over there, usually almost having 4 catches for about at least 60 yards or more. So he's been up there. 49ers, their safety Jacoby Stevens had 5 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a deflection. And then Denver Broncos tight end Brevin Jordan had 6 receptions for 55 yards. And over on the defensive side for the Broncos, their defensive tackle Davion Nixon had 5 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. And that'll wrap it up for our honorable mentions. Hope you guys enjoyed this rookie watch for week 6. I'm going to hop over and do week 7 right after. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.